Hello, good morning and welcome to another edition of ECN TV Hard Truths. The place we say the things the way it's supposed to be. Today, we are bringing another big hawk, an ex-international, a former player of BCC Lions of Boko, a former player of Abiola Babes of Abeokuta, and a former player of Ranchers Bees, the former chairman or vice chairman of Lobi Stars, Dominic Iorfa. Dominic was once an executive board member of the Nigerian Football Federation and presently a director in the Nigerian Professional Football League. Dominic, you are welcome.
Thank you very much. Happy to honor your invitation.
Thank you very much. And as usual, Andrew Abah is anchoring with me. Andrew, you are also welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Andrew Abah, my friend for many years. Thank you.
Viewers, many people know Dominic in those days as the fastest player on the pitch. Dominic then was clocking 9.9 seconds in 100 meters. And he played up to the Super Eagles. He managed Lobi Stars to the greatest. Today, Dominic, can you tell us more about Dominic Iorfa, the speedster of those days?
Thank you very much. We give God the glory for everything where I started and where I am now, presently now. And I started, my father was a warder. So when he used to play, at the training pitch in Boko, then one day the officer in charge of prison saw me and he asked my dad if I can come and join them, training with them. They had a prison team, prisons of Boko. So I now joined them. I was in school, I think maybe from 2, GTC.com. And it was very fortunate that they would pick me, come and play, go back to school. So by looking at all those things, I didn't know that one day I would be where everybody, every player, every son, wants to be. And from the prisons, I went to one little club in Boko, Black Stars. We happened to win the Governor's Cup then. The Governor's Cup was huge. Okay. Then the governor was Abah, the most popular governor Benin State has ever had. And we won the cup. PCC Lions saw me, that was 1982. Now I went to PCC Lions. Then it became history. We got them to 3rd division. From 3rd division, we got them to 2nd division. 2nd division to the 1st division. And it will surprise you to know that I was picked for the national team in 1984 when I was playing for BCC in Division 2. And it was very rare back then for somebody from that, to be in the national team. Yeah. And myself, Moses Bako, who I picked to represent, the camp was in Maiduguri. We only end up with the likes of Henry Wosu, Boigbe, Humphrey Debo, Stephen Keshi, a lot of players then, the Taigbe of, Wemi Karika. It was a very good something, because then the national team was a very big something. Then we got back. The team during that time, the big teams in the country then were Leventis, Abiola Babes, Ranchers Bees, BCC Lions, and probably Rangers. They were still, but they were not up to the level of when Leventis came to the scene in the late 80s. So BCC was Angelos Beja. So, and from there, I got to the FA Cup final in 1985, which by the grace of God, I did very well. I ended up with Abiola Babes in 1986. Everything I asked for, I was given by Abiola Babes. I was given by Chief Emko Abiola. May his soul rest in peace. But what a wonderful person. I think that time he bought me a GOP GTI, and my son and feed that time gave me 15,000 naira, 1985-86. So when your luck is coming, you can see it from the beginning. So I 1 year with them, then I moved to BCC, took BCC 1985 to the Premier League, which currently called the Premier League. Then it was First Division. Then I left for Ranchers Bees. From Ranchers Bees, I did 6 months with Ranchers Bees. Then I ended up with the national team in 1988. We went to the Olympics. A lot of Nigerians expected a lot, but at least we did our best because the coach, Manfred Horner, took us there, and the style we were playing was changed from wing backs, which we did not know. So it was very difficult. And from there, when I got back, I ended up with Royal 12 in Belgium. They saw me and the Royal 12 Football Club in Belgium. From Royal 12, But the difficulties, during that time was the caliber of players that were in the national team. And I was solid club size, but when it comes to the national team, challenges and all that. But I thank God to be there. Even if it's one time you play for your country, it's a honor, because those of us that play for Nigeria were not up to 1 million. And happens to be one of them. So, I'm happy with that.
Thank you very much. What was it like playing football at those days?
Well, really, it was just a passion and excitement. We, to be fair, when we were playing in the early 80s and late 80s, everywhere you go, you will see the passion that people bring into what you are doing. I remember vividly everywhere I go, because by 1985-86, I was one of the top strikers in this country, because it was Uwemi Kariga, Dominic Iorfa, Mondo Diaka, when you're Zogula from NMP, when you're talking of real strikers, who were the few strikers, you're not talking of supporting striker like them, Humphrey Debo, then with Benji Zoku and all that stuff. Davis Nogumi was one of the top. I remember in 1985 he was the top goal scorer. That is when Bonvita started that award. He was the top goal scorer. I came second. CSI came third. It was this. You see, by 2 o'clock the stadium is filled to capacity. There was no money, but the money we were making that time was good money for us, because I remember BCC were paying me 400 naira in 1983-84. When I went to Abiola Babes, my salary was 1,500 naira. From branches, So we look at the money, because it was a very good money. So nobody was even thinking of living and going outside. And even when I left for Belgium, you'd be surprised that we were in Belgium. Keshi led us, may so rest in peace. He led us first. We joined, then Rufai, then Sia, then Chidiwanu, Humphrey Debo. You can go to Belgium and get the national team. We were all there, a team, all of us. Every time you go there, Saro Baba you go there, we are Demola Adeshina, then Humphrey Debo. We were all there. The national team was coming from that houses. Every time they want to pick a national team, they will go there and they will just pick us to come play and go back. So it was very good. It's not now that the present players who are playing for this country, they were not even known. Before you play for Nigeria at that time, you'll be known on your club side. They will know who you are. You'll be everywhere you go, people will come to see you. Oh, Dominic Iorfa is coming, Uwemi Kariga is coming, Keshi is here. But now, somebody will just wake up and say he's from Bosnia, he's from Greece, he wants to play for Nigeria. And they'll just invite him without even establishing himself. Like now, the last time I played for Nigeria was 1995. But there's no one that is in his late 50s that when you come and then you will not know, because we were real footballers. We were them JJ, the Okocha, and Mukachi of those years. You understand my point? It's not everybody can be with them. I have my style of play which suited me, And my style, everybody knew me about my style. So I could not change it because it's not now that everybody wants to play like Kanu, want to play like JJ, want to play like Osim, you know. So it was great, great. And the national team was very fun. That time, if you go to national team and you come back, you're even happy, even if you don't play. You're very proud of being there because you see the big boys that were there. I met Okala and his brother in the national team. Those are the renowned people. Chris and Chuku, who just died now. My first year in the national team, I met him with Degbami and his brother, Wolo Degbami and all those stuff. Yeah. Some of them came to the national team. They were very good, but because of their brother's profile, Wolo Degbami and Ima Okala and his brother, Patrick, you know. So it was a very, very good national team those days.
You said you are joining in Europe. How many clubs did you play in Europe?
Well, proper clubs I played, QPR, which I was the first player outside Africa to come with a work permit, you understand? But a lot of people didn't know. My fee that day was £145,000, and no African player was bought for that money. You can go and look at the record. That was 1989-90 when I came to QPR. Then you talk of QPR, you talk of Galatasaray. I was the first African black player to play for Galatasaray. Me and two. There was one guessing who was playing for Fenerbahce, and me, I was playing for Galatasaray. And after that, I came back to England for Peterborough, Southend, then I went to Guangzhou Apollo. So those are the proper teams that you can talk about. Other things when my career was running up, you know, you have to keep the body and soul going. Yeah. So I was just like week to week. Times I would get maybe £2,000, play a game. The next day I go to another place. So if you see so many clubs under my resume, doesn't mean that there were clubs that I stayed for 6 months or 1 year. Some of these clubs is like weekly. Like today now, let's say Remo Scorpion called me now, come and play the game, because then I was a British citizen, so I can go anywhere that I want to go. My movement was
because you saw that you played 17 clubs.
My movement was not restricted. If you look at those 17 clubs, those 17 clubs that you saw, some of them was only for a week, some of them only for 3 days, because they just like a mercenary. They bring me to come and play. When you play,
the one we call Jao now.
Jao. When you come now, take this one. So to keep the family and the body going. You know, so I have to.
So
at that time,
no contract attached.
No contract attached. This one week to week. We call it week to week. You just come, maybe they give you $2,000 or $1,000 to go and chop. You go. The next one, this was Iorfa played very well for Bliriki. Can you come and play for Wesley today? Yeah. Then you are there now. Can you come and play since you are there? You understand?
So you people started the Jao that we know now.
But the Jao, that one has respect, not the Jao people playing there. When you play, at the end of the day, you are struggling to chop.
Since you left football and you start managing, you manage your son, Iorfa Jr. Nigerians accuse you that you are the one who stopped the boy from coming to play for Nigeria. Is it true?
Well, you see, as a former board member, and my son took over me, like if you go to Google now, you put him, he's all over the place. I'm just attached to him. But you see, at the end of the day, I expected that. I don't want to talk about the environment or situation involving, because it's something that I know. So I don't want to Amaju was my very good friend. Gusau used to come to my, spend the night in my place, the fresh and all that stuff. So if they are managing that environment, I don't want to wake up and talk about what trespassed me for not my son to play. But at the end of the day, not everybody will play for Nigeria. I play for Nigeria. My son trained with England. It was at the aim of inviting him for the national team. But I went there, that was Goran Eriksson, who was this thing. I went and met him. I said to him, look, I've represented my country and I played, and I don't want my son to come from England, let it be a one caps kind of something. So he trained with them. If you go to his website, you see the training with England with them, Rooney, then all those Can Hill, all that kind of places. But see, the end of the day, I didn't stop him from playing, but I don't like the way our players are managed when it comes to the national team. We have so much, players here that if you want to do things right, we'll be unbeatable in Africa. Not only in Africa, we can go close to maybe 60, round of 60 or quarterfinals. We have so many, but the way you go about it, some of us who are straightforward guys, if you see something that you don't like, they will say this. As I'm sitting here now, if you ask me to pick the local players to represent this country, I know the best I will pick because I don't compromise. I don't compromise. But you see, every time invitation, you see all kind of stuff. When you talk, they'll say you're interfering, you are doing that kind of stuff. So I don't go there because most of the people on top there are my people, and I don't want to be their enemies. We want to continue to be friends the way we are.
So what you are telling us is that you don't want your son to play because of, is it because of management of the national team, or because you have the way they manage you at that time, you were not satisfied? Because I don't see, as a Nigerian, I don't see why your son will not represent us. Or is there anything, behind that in terms of, because there are so many things that, if we start to unfold in terms of invitation, because the way you analyze it, that your friends, yes, they are your friends, but if they are not doing things right, you are in a position to say, this is not the way it is done. So, but your son is a full-fledged Nigerian. So why should you stop your son from contributing his own quota? This is his fatherland. Or are you from Ghana?
So you see, I didn't, the way people put it, I didn't stop. But at the end of the day, if I know my son is good enough, because when my son started, 2016, he was he won Player of the Year for Wolves 3 times at the trot. He was doing very well. But you see, at the end of the day, look at Mbappe. What happened to Mbappe? Mbappe, his father is a Cameroonian. He was supposed to play for Cameroon along the line. His story now, he ended up with France. So if you see, if during our time, there was a time, go and check, Manfred Honor said I'm the best striker in this country. But some people they will not take me as the best striker because Rashidi was coming up, Wemi Karika was coming up, Mondo Diaka was coming up, myself. People will say, who is Dominic Iorfa? Where is he from? BCC Boko. You understand my point? So a lot of politics comes in.
Running on there.
See coming in there, because I remember on the local scene, apart from Davis Owumi, who came ahead of me during my stay in the house, one of the best strikers. And my caps for the national team was supposed to go more. But when people started coming up and they started doing politics, you are from here, you are Ghanaian. There was a time they timed me as a Ghanaian. I was not invited for the national team for 3-4 years. I missed the Olympics. I missed Nations Games, 82, 84, 88, all that stuff before I came back again. And even when I went to Galatasaray, I was doing very well. I went to Galatasaray. And my friend, Westerhoff said I was dropped from national team that they are playing in Turkey. Turkish league is not very strong, which they went to Senegal 92. I think I was supposed to be part of it because the Turkish league is not strong. What am I doing in Turkey? So I could not even make the team. So you see, and that time we have strong leadership who can command every time they come to see the aura, like Keshi, we call him the big boss, who was, in control of what is happening. You understand? May so rest in peace. And but we still have a good company. We still have a good generation of players that them Kanu, JJ, they took over from the early 90s after the 1994 World Cup and 96 Olympics. So you can see, coming to my son, it's not that I don't want, but there are some things there's no need to talk about, because me being ex-international who represented this country, there are some things you keep quiet on them. So at the end of the day, my son is not playing for Nigeria, but Nigeria is still doing well. The only thing is at times, the attitude of the players when they come to representing this country. Because if they are doing well, nobody have any excuse. I remember every time Nigeria is playing, you see 5 or 10 persons go to the hospital. Either they win or they don't win. Because it's always heartbreaks. because the attitude and the passion that we used to, because there's so much money now, so much money involved now. So some of them, they look at, because what you can get from the club side, you cannot get it from the national teams. So some of them, they look at it that way. I don't want to get injury. I don't want to do this. The only person that when he's playing for Nigeria, he gives 400% out to Osimhen. You can see, I don't know whether he's playing the kind of style I was playing those days. Run at people, be brutal, your work rate should be on high tempo. And he always does that. That's why every time you see him hustling on the defense and everything. And that's how it's supposed to be. Some of them, they play like if, something, Abah,
they are protecting themselves.
Because where they are, there's more juicy there than the national team. You understand my point? So, for my son, whether he play or he didn't play is not an issue. The team is doing well, and he is with Sheffield Wednesday. Every time his contract finished, they want to retain him. If he's not good enough, he would have been there. Because championship is a very, very strong division. And has been a regular there for the past 5 years. So I give God the glory for what it is. It's not everybody that can play for Nigeria. Those of us that play for Nigeria, at the end of the day, when something happens to us, it became a problem. You understand my point? Last time, Taribo was complaining. The treatment they gave to Peter Rufai, this one died, this one died. But at the end of the day, we have to look after ourselves again. Because if you don't put your house in order, nobody will come and put it in order for you. So if you are playing for this country and you leave the scene, at least be thinking that tomorrow is another day. Because there's the day before yesterday, there's today, tomorrow, and next tomorrow. So you always think about that. That's why some of them, when they say, this one, wow, you still play for Eagle, so because it's vision and sensibility. So you have to know that tomorrow is coming.
Then you have to plan.
Dominic, Super Eagles will take on South Africa, and our chances of getting to the World Cup is handy. Are you comfortable we can be at the World Cup?
There's no Nigerian or people that love, before we used to, after Brazil, because of Messi and Maradona, Argentina came to the scene, because every individual in the world, every time they're going to that world, won't go to the World Cup, their priority for Brazil to do well. They even leave their nations behind. Brazil first. So even most Nigerians, they prefer Brazil to win the World Cup than Nigeria winning the World Cup. But at the end of the day, if you see, they keep, we are playing South Africa, and South Africa, the league has improved. Our league has improved as well. But if you look at when the club size, Mamadou Soudan went to the World Club Championship, you can see, I think most of those pool players are with Mamadou Soudan. And as a Nigerian, I want Nigeria to qualify for the World Cup. You understand? But if I'm to take a bet, I will not put a bet. You understand? Why? If I'm to take a bet, I'm talking like a football person. I'm not talking like a Nigerian, some of them who want to die, who want to kill themselves because they want Nigeria to qualify. You cannot force it. Football is practically, when it's there, you see it. It's the only game that when the goal is scored, an old woman who is 80 or 90 will say, that's a goal. When the goal is not a goal, say, they cheating? They cheat them, or no be goal, the goal no cross line. You can see, you understand? Because it's the only thing that you can see. So the way we are playing now, and if they get a result, I'll be very, very happy, because we like to go and see them where I give them my support, but to put my money for Nigeria to go and beat South Africa, I think it's not possible, but it's impossible. It's possible, but it's impossible, because the way South Africa are playing now, they're in the groove. Look at they went away, done a wonderful job, and people are looking.
When their way is in their home.
People are looking South Africa and Nigeria. They're not looking at the other teams that are coming. Look at the Power of Benin. The Power of Benin, they have 2 home games, and the last match is Cracker against Nigeria. Winner take all. That is if Nigeria is close to them. If not, Benin is playing home again. If Benin win, they go to 14 points. You understand? And if Nigeria wins, 13 points. If they draw, 11 points. They still have a chance. But if you look at the second place teams who are going to qualify, Nigeria is not even is not even top 10. You understand? Yes. So I cannot. We were praying that it should be better, but it's not something that I can go and sleep and kill myself. But if they qualify, it's fine.
So what you are saying now is that, like in those days when you played, there was a kind of commitment, national team. Are you not saying that these days there is not too much commitment in terms of playing for your own country?
You can see clearly. I remember 1986 when they were to commission Liberia Stadium, Sergeant Doe. He was the president then, and they invited Nigerian national team to go and play. Then the best team in the country was Leventis. So they asked Leventis, look, go and represent us as Nigerians. Okay. The Nigeria, so Leventis automatically that became a national team. Yeah. So they say, look, pick the best players, 3 or 4 to accompany you. Myself, Sasa Shofolue, and 4 of us accompanied them. And we went there and won the match. That was a club side representing there. That day, them George Weah, they were playing for them and all that stuff. That was 1986. We commissioned the Sergeant Doe Stadium in Liberia, Leventis representing the country as a national team, which I was part of it. You understand my point? But now, even the local chant we went, look, it's very ridiculous to even hear that Sudan, that even if remote trend where they can beat us 4-0. You understand my point? You look, if you are inviting players to a national team, I just gave you an example what Leventis did. Leventis took their team, they picked 4 of us. So we went there with 20 players, which means Leventis have 16 players. They have players 4 outside, which will make the team. So if we are playing, we are going for Chan, and they take 9 players from Remo, 9 players, expected that the 9 players are going to form the bulk of that team. So how many of them did they form the bulk of the team? Because if you take 9 players from a team, which means they're going. See, Mamadou Sounda, Nigeria is playing there. Probably maybe you see 5 or 6 players from Mamadou something in the national team. Yes. So that is to tell you that they are building from where you know. You cannot invite 9 players for a team, and when you go, only 1 or 2 will play. Others will not play.
7 started the game.
Yes, 7 started the game. So what was the cohesion? What was the cohesion and what was it? Then for us to lose, at times, even if it's a second team, if it's a big team, to lose to Sudan. Sudan on paper, when during our time, if we are playing team like Sudan, it's already we count the points before we even step on the pitch. The 3 points, 3 goals is counted before we even step on the pitch. But now, the attitude is ridiculous. You can't say anything. Everybody, this, and those of us that are inviting us, nobody will be 30 years old you inviting. They were inviting those of us that were 20, 22, 23. Nobody. Even when Kechi was playing, it wasn't 30. Kechi was 22, 23. Yeah. We have to come. But now you can go and invite somebody who's 30 years old to come and play for the team when you have a lot of this thing. Where are we heading to? You understand my point? So at the end of the day, we don't want to talk about it. But by the end of the day, if Nigeria qualify, fine. If they don't qualify, everybody knows. Because if you remember, they play 4 matches or 5 matches. So how many coaches? And what result have they got? What result have they got?
So that reminds me, what you are saying is that, but some people attributed our failure for that CHAN tournament as a result of coaching crew, because you know that the home base coaches qualified that team and that was excellent. But the team properly during the competition, you have to go with the head coach.
Chairman, before he comes in, yes, I don't believe that coaching has a lot to do with that team. Because the coaches were still part of the team. Does it? The major coach, the technical advisor cannot take decision alone.
No, but he is the boss stops on
Did he make the lineup when they are playing? His only just to supervise.
Yes.
Because he's the big boss. So he supervised. So he now called the guy from the coach from Rangers and the coach from Remo who to play. They will say, Alemi, this and that. And it's to see. So the attitude is on the pitch. It's not whether it's the coach that picked the team. If you have 20 bulk of players, anybody you pick to play expected to give his own best.
Yes.
So if you don't give your own best, which means you are not good enough. Because Whatever ability you have, you show it. That's why I want Osimhen has ability to score goal and a defensive to run on defense. When he's there, you see how ruggedness he is. Yes. You understand? You have to show your quality, show what you have. If you cannot show your quality, that's why I have so many names when I was playing, the Gazelle, Human Express, Antelope Legate, all kind of names, because that was my style. And I always want to let people know that's my style. So I always make
people
sure
say you are not skillful then, is it true?
Skillful is not a name. Skillful is to score goals. Was I not scoring goals? I was scoring goals. So if I'm playing now, I would have been worth billions. Because if that time I can be bought for £145,000, 1989, 90. Go and check it. No African player, including them George Weah and Oko. Go and check. So if I have no skills and the foreign club can look at me and say, look, we need this man, we like him, strength. I will pay that kind of money.
You have strength.
And I score goals.
And
I score goals. And I remember when we started the season, before I went outside for Ranchers B, the first 8 matches, I scored home and away. Everywhere. The first 10 matches, I scored 9 goals before I left the scene. But I went to Lagos 2 times. ACB, bam, Iorfa. Stop, bam, Iorfa. Iwanya, bam, 2 goals. Ranger, bam, 2 goals. I was scoring left and right. I was the best striker in 1988 in the country.
There is this issue. They said it was Peter Rufai that forced you to go overseas. How true is that?
Well, so Peter Rufai died now. Yeah. But my very good friend, I used, when I was in Belgium, at time without notice, would just pop into me. Iorfa, how far now? All this thing. But at the end of the day, you see, training that time was very funny and very enjoyable, because when you go to a national team, you return home, a lot of people will come to see you. Even if you didn't play, you became a star overnight. I remember every time I go to national team, I come back, see so many people come. Oh, did you see Keshi? Did you see Rufai? Did you see Ngwaogu? You know, it's not now that the national team have became
my.
No, I'm not saying my. Not now. It was a big thing that time. When you go and come back, everybody want to see you. Asking you, Henry Wosu, this, Rufai, Ngodiga, where we carry, they'll be asking you, you understand? But you see, it was very funny because some of the coaches, they don't even hear matters as well, you know. Paul Hamilton, Disu, and the other, you know. See, if you are a coach and they're doing training, whatever level you come from, I know then I was in Division 2 for PCC. But if I were doing practice training, I will come to play penalties. And if I come to play penalty against Peter Rufai, and you now say, I'm a Division 2 player, I will not play penalty against you. You understand my point? I expected the coach to intervene. Yeah. Nobody, and they were laughing. Paul Hamilton just walk away. This is all work like that. So you see, it started from the coaches. Because if you don't have a foundation, people will look at it and say, so tomorrow now somebody say, Peter Rufai did this, and he didn't do anything. How can you stop a player from playing you a penalty because he's a Division 2 player? And this is a proper Super Eagles team. You understand my point? We're prepared to play in the World Cup qualifier. You understand my point? So, may his soul rest in peace. Great guy he was. And people like that, I expected that. If, anyway, our time is coming. You know, God knows when you will go. So, he has gone. We're waiting for our time.
Thank you. That reminds me, because we are talking about home. We are coming back home now, and we are coming to Makurdi, Lobi Stars, where you manage. When you were there, you know, always on rescue mission, and you always accomplish it. Now, the team is playing in lower division because they couldn't maintain the tempo maybe you left behind. So, what is the secret when you were managing it, and what is the difference now? They could not hold on to that legacy.
Thank you. You know, since I left BCC about a year ago, I don't want Lobi Stars, sorry. I don't want to talk about them because I live with a lot of issues on my head. And I've never spoken about it. You never say I've never granted an interview, even when they say that you return 1.8 billion. I'm not granted an interview. But because you guys are doing a good job, I'll just put a small light on it or whatever it is. But whatever I say to you, take it and let it be like that. You know, even when the President Secretary of the Federal Government, His Excellency George Akume, brought me 2001. Even when they brought me, it was the Rescue Commission. That time, Lobi Stars were second to the last. I came and rescued them. Then it was me and Godwin Owo that we came as a coach. We rescued them. The following year, we went to the FA Cup and we won 2003.
Yeah.
The following year, we got to semi-final, or the following for finals. We were doing great. But along the line, Susua came, who inherited me, and we did a great job. I think during my time, I can't remember being knocked out without qualifying for quarterfinal or semi-final of any Federation Cup or FA Cup, because I'm always there. But Lobi Stars were like FA Cup specialists because we'll always be there about.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I played about 4 finals or about 4 finals, things like that. Won one, lost to Iwanya, lost to White Bomb and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you see, football and politics, they go hand in hand, because there are so many things that happens to politics and so many things that happens to football. It's not something you can, talk in the public. But at the end of the day, the politics of football is different from this politics that we do. We have talks, we have everything. The football politics, because on our side, you cannot take a football club, or you cannot do anything against a football club and go free, because that's why we have our own governance. That's why every time CAF, arbitration and all that stuff. So the way we do things is different. But the problem with our football in this country is the administration not managing on player, the administration. Because if you want to do something now, like if I have a good plan, like look, I'm building Lobi. I want Lobi to be playing tour outside the country every year, revenue coming and all that stuff. At the end of the day, if somebody comes in, you are gone, because they just change you politically with no reason. So the plan that you have, somebody will come and disrupt it. When I think I have Lobi Stars came to the scene in 1998. By that 1998, they are the longest serving football club in the country with the Rangers and Enyimba. Enyimba met us. So if I'm talking about the longest serving teams in the Premier League, is Rangers and Lobi Stars. Because Enyimba came to the scene when Ojikalu became the governor. So you are talking of from 1998. 98 where 99, then Enyimba came 2000. That about. So no, insurance were relegated. I'm telling you, not relegating. Not relegating. From 1980 to the longest, Iwanya were part of us, but they got relegated because it was Rangers, Iwanya, Lobi Stars. They were the team that started from that time. So if the governor comes and a lot of things, you are not the only person, you are this, some people should come and do it and do that. They have tried. So at times, it's what you are doing. It's not how old you are. But if you are good enough, you can even be 100 years. But if you are doing your job, let you do your job. But it's not where politics will come in that you have done this, you have done that. Just imagine, my son makes over 200 million a month. And for me to go to attend my son's wedding, I went for my son's wedding. I only change £100 because £100 into dollars. I can spray the money up to 20, 30 times, $1, because pounds doesn't have a note, $1 note, £1 note, but dollars have a note. I changed £100, and I went for my son's wedding. I was spraying. Early in the morning, they went and told the governor that I did not pay salary for 2 months. Then I took the salary. I went and did a wedding for my son in UK and all those things. I was stuck on my way back to here without asking me, because people went and lied against me. And to be fair to the governor, there are some things someone will tell you till you know. I'm very sure where he is now, he have regrets of letting him go because of things he had. But the people that said all kind of stuff, this and that and that. Because apart from Anyansi, I'm the oldest serving football administrator in this country, always in and out. The closest one you can mention is Mike Idoko. Yeah. We are free that we are being in the scene. Mike Idoko, Anyansi, and myself, which we know the nitty-gritty. We know what it is. You understand my point? And football is like a cabal. When you are in the system, you're always in the system. You cannot just come outside. I remember even the new chairman that came. If you go somewhere, they'll say, no be Dominic boy. No be this one be Dominic secretary. Yeah. He's Dominic secretary now. Obo, now you take off from Dominic. How money? You say I be you now if you take on and say no, because you be my boy. That's what people are telling him. They will call me. You understand my point? But they claim that they can do it. And all the things they said against me and everything have been vindicated. So at least that shows that, see, in this world, whatever you are doing, you do it properly. Not everybody will like me, you understand? Some people, if you put me now, Holy Ghost fire, they will just finish me, this and that. But I have my qualities, which some people like me, and I have, so you cannot be there's always minus and plus, you understand my point? So some of them, if I ask them, why did you not like Dominic? They don't have a reason. I have to be a proud man because look at what God has done to me. I started football in 1981, and up to now, I'm still playing. I'm still in the game. I'm still in the system. My son took over from me. It's not very easy for you to play prominently and your son to come and take. So I've been blessed. The name that was given to me, Iorfa. Do you know the meaning of Iorfa? You'll be known and you'll be popular. That's the meaning of my name. And some people just want the name to die like that. The meaning of Iorfa, you'll be known. That's my name. They just give me the name. They gave me the name, and the name suits me, and the name is working for me.
Chairman, what we're asking now is that there is so many things in Lobi.
Yes.
They said you don't pay salaries.
Yes.
Is it true that you don't pay salaries, that from your players, that once they come in, players, if they complain, you just from your portfolio, you pay them? There is no nominal role to show that you don't pay salary. Is it true?
I'm a granddad. I'm a granddad of 4 children now. My 3 kids, 1 daughter, 2 boys, they all have children. I'm a granddad. And if there is something that I'm lying about not paying salary, Lobi Stars were one of the best paid club in this country. I have players more than 6 who were on 650. My mad bonus to Lobi Stars, go and ask them. My mad bonus home was 70,000 if they win away 100,000, and I will pay them instantly when they finish. From my money, I will source for money, borrow money, and do. I lost 4 vehicles because of Lobi Stars. 4. So somebody like me, why will I take players? Well, the money that I borrow to players, I don't want to call their name. 1 million. 500,000, 1 million. I borrowed money to players more than 10 players who are owing me money. I have not even asked them to pay. I will give you one name. Call Ataka, who is the captain. Call Moses Tion, who is with Nasara. Call him and ask him, how much did the chairman borrow you to finish your house? How much did he do? That money was not given to me. My mad bonus was 100,000 a week away. 170,000 at home, and I normally take the money to the dressing room. When they finish, we give. We won that during that time. We had about 40-something mad bonuses, which was paid, and up to now, they own us 12 mad bonuses, which they have not paid, which I borrowed money and paid money. Our mad bonus was 4 million per match if we win. 4 million. Up to now, the government is owing me 12 mad bonuses, which the money has not been paid. And the current chairman knew of it. So if the current chairman can wake up and say, I wasn't paying this, I wasn't paying that, because they know the players cannot come and testify that this is. But if it's someone who look after the welfare of players, I am not praising myself. I am the number 1. And if we call 3 administrators in this country, Iorfa is there. Call 3. You understand my point? Yeah. So if people want to, they will say, you have done this, you have done that, you have done this, you have done that. It's all lie. When they told the governor, I took salary July, August, and this thing to go and do this thing. When the governor came back, because one thing, before the money reached to me, the governor had to unlock account.
Yeah.
He had to sign that pay Lobi Stars.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have pay Lobi Stars, I will not get the money. So how can I get 3 months salary and take away? And when they came, the same 3 months that we were talking about, the governor unlocked the money for them and they paid. But the chairman I'm looking for where maybe people will call us, he will be there, I'll be there, and everybody will talk about this thing, bring documentation. This is documentation. You said that 3 months you made this, so where is this, where is this? Show it. But when he talks, I talk, people will think we're lying. So come a time where we sit together, the chairman will show where I've embezzled July, August, and September salary.
Dominic, let's go straight. This is, call it ECN Hard Truths.
Yes.
Did you embezzle money?
Yes.
In Lobi Stars?
They even owe me money. I've never embezzled money. In
How
fact,
much are they owing you?
they owe me over 400 million. I have documentation for it. They owe me over 400 million.
But what did they accuse you of? Is it 1.5?
They accuse me because they misinformation, which because they want to do something that they will say, oh, Dominic that. Because when you said I embezzled 1.8 billion, and what they woke at the salary, they woke at the match bonuses, they woke at this thing. I came to Lobi Stars 2022. That was during Governor Otom. Otom, he did not joke with money for matches. He did not joke. He said, look, go and meet the AG. When you are playing a match, get your money. The AG was giving money directly. I will apply for 4 matches they will give me. When it's finished, I'll apply again. When Alia came, his different style, his own is the account had to be unlocked. At times, salary will be paid, or money for matches will be paid. It will take 1 month. If it doesn't sign to unlock account, you have to look for money to play. You have to look for money to go for matches. I'm here with my friend. If it's something you can do, my friend at the CR, he knows the physical truth, and anybody that most of the players, they will tell you, this is what I was going through. I came to, during Governor Alia's reign, I only got money for 14 matches. And I played 38 plus 19. So I played about 57 matches. Out of these 57, thereabout, I played 38 plus 58. The Governor Alia gave me only 14 matches. I played 10 FA Cup matches, and each FA Cup match is 6 million. I play each match is 6 million. He only gave me money for 14 matches out of 57. The records are there. It's there. So if you can give me money for 14 matches out of 57, and you say I embezzle money, I was borrowing money to play matches. I have so many people that I'm owing them money, they can testify. They invited them and they agree. So what they said is, they are testifying me because you cannot call me and, accuse me. I'm not a civil servant. I'm not a civil servant. Civil servant is different. The most difficult thing to do in this world is to manage a football club and be successfully. Because in Nigeria, like in Europe, you cannot just come and walk in now and say, look, if we win this match, it's 1 million.
Yeah.
They will be, look, the FA will deduct points from you. But in Nigeria here, when we are playing team like Enyimba or Rivers, you walk into the dressing room and tell the players, win this match and get to 2 million each. So win this match. If you win this match, I give you 2 million each. But in Europe, you cannot do that because the money is fixed.
Yeah.
If a point is £500, everybody that play get £500 for a point. Unless special players like the Messi and Ronaldo who have money for penalty kicks, who have money for goals scored, that was special arrangement. You understand my point? So you cannot just wake up and you give someone 14 million minus 57. How many matches left? You gave me only 14, then I played 10 FA Cup. Got to not this thing that without the money being paid to me up to now that I'm talking to you. So how can they accuse me of owing the money? How can they accuse me? So it's just name tarnishing. By the end of the day, where they will know that when you have a clean heart and whatever, you are always vindicated for everything. Look at what God has done to them. They played the whole 19 matches in the second round. They won only one match. And even that one match, they have to beg insurance. Say, I beg, make we win this last match.
Yeah, were you there?
No, they have to beg. It should make we win that match. If not, they got out of 19 plus 19, out of 38 matches, 38 points, I think. How many points? 19 matches, how many points? Work it out. 19 plus 19, that's 38 plus, but out of 50-something points, Lobi Stars got only 6. That is the worst record ever. So that will tell them, say, Obo, what you gonna do, Dominic, no good, though. I'm gonna go apologize. So if they don't apologize to me for tarnishing my name and accusing me wrongly, that is where I will continue going because I don't interfere with their matters.
Are you still annoyed with?
I'm not annoyed. I call the chairman that, look, if there's anything, I'm from Benue State, and I'll continue to be from Benue State. You understand? So if there's any help you need, you come. But they claim they know everything. They claim they know better than me. So if you know, God is telling you that you are offending this man, can you apologize to him? You understand my point? That's why when God was crucified, he said, leave them alone. They don't know what they're doing.
But these people know what they are doing.
That is, they don't know. If they know, they would have been in the Premier League. They would have been in the Premier League. They don't know.
He also said that why they went on relegation is because
they didn't come to apologize to me.
You recruited those boys. It's your players.
Yes.
And they take instruction from you, even outside the pitch.
You work against the team.
You work against the team.
Thank you.
And most of them are involved in match betting.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, I don't know about that, but thank you very much. Yes. Let me clarify that issue of I recruited the players and they were taking instruction from me, which means I'm a good administrator. If I'm not paying you, and people are listening to who is far away and they don't want to. This is their career. Some of them have children. So why will you listen to somebody who is an outcast? I'm already an outcast. So why are you listening to me? You understand my point? But let me tell you something. The governor, I saw the speech. The governor came when second round want to start. The governor said to them, in press conference, said to them, look, I know you have gone through a lot, but I want you to start from clean slot. Recruit your player, which they brought down here, brought Oyibo from Norway, everything. They recruited 19 or 18 players before the second round started. 18. And players to play a match is only 11. At least the players are recruited. Now everybody was listening to me according to them. There are some of them who cannot listen to me, get across to me. But you recruited, they gave them 100 million to recruit players, second round. And it became the worst. Agagbe, who was sacked, has it been the league was saying that time Lobi would have been in the Premier League. He was sacked. Agagbe was number 15, the coach Agagbe was number 15 on the log when he was sacked. Nobody go across 15 till Lobi was relegated. Even second round, that they gave them money to recruit the players they wanted to be recruited. What happened? They did not even win one match in the last match. Match 38, they won. That one too, they say, I bet we're going to take this one. Take this one, clean out.
Before we go down.
No, take this one, clean out. At least make we get it. They beg. Say, I beg, make we win one. The record is damaging. Abi? So, when they say me, what about the players who recruited? What didn't you do? You use them, and you are now saying it's me, then you are talking on match fixing. Look, the hardest thing to do in a football match is to do match fixing. People can talk about match fixing and all that stuff and everything, but it's not easy. Because this betting we're talking about, there are so many ways that somebody can win on betting. So many. And it's not a must that Dominic Iorfa will do. If Dominic Iorfa can send somebody, I can send Patrick Obo, I'm going to kick this guy in the 18. I better go and put 1 million. Go and play 1 million. Penalty go there. Because you see, there are so many free kicks, there's penalty for, penalty against, players who commit this thing. So betting has more than 100 ways to bet it. So you cannot just accuse somebody that is doing betting because they want to play go-go. You do think it's only go-go that wins. It's not only go-go. So to do betting, the way they go about it is not easy the way they talk about. But at the end of the day, they will accuse you of this, accuse you of that. Me, it's not easy to do betting when you are a player. You understand my point? Because you cannot take the 11 players along. Yeah. You understand? And you don't know what the other opponent is doing. So it's not easy. Because you can play one match where the whole of that 90 minutes you will not see any yellow card. I just saw the highlights. Somebody just forwarded a video to me. I saw the highlights. Nasarawa Enyimba. Go and look at it. You understand my point? So I just saw the highlights. So it's one of those things. And somebody will say, "Oh, that's a good goal. It's not a good goal." But the referee said it's not a goal. So what will you do? The referee has a final decision. If you can say, "Oh, the Enyimba scored a good goal," and they didn't give them, did the referee say it's a goal? Because it has the final whistle. That's why there is VARs and everything. So if the goal goes and it goes in, a referee blow a whistle say it's offside, his decision is the final. As far as they didn't come to pass the ball, it's not a goal.
Yeah.
You understand my point? So the referees and the people, that penalties are being determined by referees. Abi? Some referees will see a clear penalty, they will say, go on.
Dominic, you acted as a coach in Lobi.
Yes.
How many matches did you win there?
When, 2012, 2013, we just, 2012, we just lost FA Cup final to, I think, Heartland. You understand my point? So my coach just woke up, we came back and Coach Evans said, look, he's going to, I think whether in Nimba or somewhere. Yeah. And I said, look, people do like if this coaching is something that one cannot do. The level I play football, why won't I be? I took over as a coach, 2012, 2013 season. I even not because 6 points were deducted from me because of this Barry Botes team. What is it called? I would have won the league. I finished third. I was cruising. Then my 6 points were taken from me because Barry Botes team, what is it called? Nebe withdrew. So when Nebe withdrew, everybody that played against them, their points were taken away. So me, I beat them home and away. So 6 points were taken away from me. Enyimba, Kano players ended up coming first. I think one team second, and I came third. But have it been because Kano players only got 3 points. So have it been my 6 points were restored. And I was a coach. And that time, we were very difficult to beat everywhere. We won at Rivers United 2-0. Guma was the coach. We are winning everywhere. I was the coach. And I was coach of the year. That you go and check. As a coach, it's not that you cannot do it. So the only thing is, you are so much occupied that there are some things you cannot do. It's not that I cannot be a coach. If you give me the national thing, I will do. Because I'm not tribalistic. Me, I do value for money. It's what I see that I work with. It's what I see that I work with.
Final word for Nigerian football.
Before the final word,
Yes.
You find out, let's go back to your state. You find out that the problem we are facing in your state is your stadium facilities. Because Lobis play more or less away matches.
Is it the first time? If I want to tell you history of playing matches away from home, is it the first time? I play in Bauchi. I play in Taraba. I played in Jos. I played in Lafia. And that's when I get best results. So it's not about football. Is not where you are playing, whether home or away. You can have your home support. You can have away support. But if you are playing where, you can go and play anywhere. Have you forgotten that Lobi Stars played Lobi Stars played in Taraba for a season, play in Bauchi for a season, play in Jos, play in Nasarawa. So it's not about there. But when you don't put your house in order, it's always like that. It's not about the stadium. If I am there now, I can still take them, go and play in Kano, and I'll still get result.
So if you are asked now, if the state government asks you now, okay, Iorfa, we are sorry, come and rescue this team and bring it back to where it belongs.
It's the team is not about rescue. The team has gone on relegation.
Yes, so bring it back.
You only rescue a team when they are struggling to maintain the status quo they have. You rescue them, but now they are already gone. You understand? So
want to bring them back.
Bring them back.
They said they will bring them back. So let them. At the end of the day, I'm a big football administrator. I have admirers all over Nigeria, not only in Nigeria. You understand my point? So, if, as I said to you earlier, Benue State is my state. You understand? I cannot run away from Benue State. But the right things have to be done. If good environment, everything is there, and they say, Dominic, come and help us. It's a different ball game. But I cannot stand here and be saying that if they beg me to come and do. I cannot sit down there. If they know I'm good enough, they don't need to beg me. They will say, oh, Dominic, please, this is what we are in. What can you do? I will bring my contribution. You understand to it? Even if I don't manage, there's a way you be on the scene and you contribute. It's not every time I'll be, you be a chairman or be a vice chairman. Because even when I was the chairman or vice chairman of Lobi Stars, finances were not coming through me. I have a deputy governor who is number 2 in the state. Yeah. The money was coming through him. He released to me. So if you give the chairman 100 million and he give me 2 million, can I go and fight him? I cannot go and fight him. You understand my point? So there are so many things that you can look and look and look. And there are so many things that you don't let it be like it. That's why when the dog is sleeping, don't try it. If you talk, maybe it will back you. He's feeling hungry. That's why he's sleeping. Let the sleeping dog lie. You understand my point?
Finally, we come down to the Nigerian football system, the league.
Yes.
You said we are doing well. What are those things that we need to put in perfect order?
Well, to be fair, if you look at recently, maybe the last 2 seasons, this season and the beginning of this season, football is result-oriented. When you are getting good results, when you go, like Nasarawa went and played in Imba 0-0, Ekanami somewhere. So if you are getting good results, you see, the embarrassing part of it is every time referees are being called for national duty, international duty, like the World Cup, Nations Cup, all those things, Nigerian referees are not there. You understand? That is where, if I am the president of referees or in charge of referee, I should make sure that what is happening. And I think for the first time, the referee have started well, because the last 2 or 3 weeks results have been very good. You understand? So if they can maintain that, because people are watching us. People are watching us. And if they can maintain that, which means there's improvement, the game has improved. Everything has improved. But the problem that is happening to our league, where there are so many issues, is the welfare of players is very, very poor, salary-wise, very poor. People are going to play in Cotonou. People are going to do this. People are going to play in Cotonou. You understand my point? So if you can go to Cotonou, and Cotonou pays you 1.5 million, 2 million a month, you come to Nigeria, the highest player is 1 million. Where are we going to? But when you try to increase the money, then people will say you are this, you are that, you are that. You know, but there's a lot of improvement in it. A lot of improvement.
Many has attributed it to the economy of the country. Do you believe that the economy is what is affecting the league? Because when you go to Cotonou and collect 1.5 million CFA, and now you come to Nigeria and change the money, you become much. Unlike before, when people were playing, you find it difficult to go out because the currency is strong.
What made it to be strong?
The economy.
The economy is strong.
The economy of Nigeria.
The economy of Nigeria.
If it's strong, now the money would not be 1 to 5. It would have been maybe 200 naira to $1.
And that is then when you play.
No, it's rubbish, not strong. When you say it's strong, you only have money when it's strong to make use of it. But when you have money is strong and you cannot make use of it, so I cannot say it's strong. But your wife fine, and you say your wife fine. When you say your wife fine, people say it's ugly woman. So why are you looking for the beautiful? When the money is strong, which means the money has value. There's value for money. But there's no value for money. That's why no, that's why you say the money is strong. That's what you say.
No, I say that when you are playing, you are paid 400 naira.
No, of course. Then you cannot compare it to now. Because you see, the more you are growing, like see, there are some friends that you don't even talk to. They will say, call Dominic, great tech phone, all these things. It's not like that. As we are growing, we are getting new friends along the way. You understand? Like this man now, if you look at the media, if I want to call my colleagues now, what's their name? Ndidi, Mark Ndidi, who is a preacher now, Lekon, all this one, he sees plenty of them. But you are closest to me more than them, which means I didn't leave you. Yeah. But along the line, there are some people like Ima and Njoku, all this one in Lagos, they say, Iorfa call you no pig. Then we check all those things. You understand? We are growing. Nigeria is growing. Now you are talking of population of over 200 million. You understand my point? You expect it to be there like that. Somebody is having 5 children, 6 children. If you say make you get one man, go say go marry. Your mama go say go and marry. You know one born children. So how do you expect it? And the people that are hating us, they want everybody to be happy. So the only way to be happy, what will you do? For you to be happy, you have to borrow, you have to do this, you have to do that to make people happy. But my concern is the welfare of people in this country is very bad. Because I remember when they were talking about 100 minimum and it took the House of Assembly and Rep so many years to debate on that. It's ridiculous. What is 100,000? It's just like I go to UK now or US and tell somebody that I'm receiving $50 a month. It's not even good to talk. $50 a month or £100 a month. It's not, £100 is about 200,000 naira now. Not many people are receiving that. And those are, so tell me, so what is wrong? You understand my point? I expected that 100,000 naira a month should be automatically approved from everybody that, look, minimum wage should be 100K. They tell you stories and stories. Then at the end of the day, they say, and this one, this, and this one, this one. I'm not a politician, but I'm a politician.
Yeah. Huh? Thank you very much, Dominic Iorfa. It's been very interesting having you on our podcast. Thank you very much, Dominic.
God bless you. I'll be available when need arises because I'm a media guy, and anytime you want me, I will be available.
We have a normal gift. This is for you. Yeah.
So, no, well, sorry.
You want to wear?
Okay, that's fine.
You can still wear.
You can still wear after presentation. Okay.
Yeah.
Say thank you for coming.
Thank you.
For honoring us.
Thank you for. I'm very happy to be here. You people have tried at least to put awareness to what is happening to our football. I'm very sure one of these guys will be here too. And thank you very much.